I'm going to ask the next question as a taxpayer, because this is one that is important to me. The referendum for school tax increases. Now, this only affects proposed increases higher than the rate of inflation, correct?
Right.
All right. So will this keep my local school board's spending under control?
It should help. The first person that keeps the local school board spending under control is the taxpayers. And we're in a municipal year. Taxpayers have their ability to exercise it in many school districts right now come November, and they should be taking a look at that. But this was an effort, understanding the budget and the reduction of spending or the lack of revenue, actually, for education that we have. And everybody's saying, well, the local school districts are just going to increase their taxes to control that. Now, there has been this referendum has been on the books for a number of years, but there were 10 exceptions. We've reduced those to 3 exceptions. And 2 of them deal with the pension, and 1 of them deals with old debt, debt that already has been incurred, put on the books, but new type of spending should not be included in that.
Those exceptions, though, are what scares we, the taxpayers. And my next question is, will there be any oversight to watch these school boards and make sure that they're not trying to circumvent the intent of the law?
Well, the Department of Education certainly has some oversight on that. But again, I'm going to go back to the taxpayers. If the taxpayers see a school district that is trying to increase spending over the rate of inflation, and it's not connected with taking care of the pension issue, which was an exception put in by the legislature, and it was created by an underfunding of the pensions over the years. I mean, there are a lot of sins of the past that are being paid for now by everybody. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to the old debt for buildings that are out there already or were on the books at the time that this was passed and bonds have been floated and so forth, if people see that, they're the ones that need to also bring it to attention. And I'm sure services like yours and the print media certainly are going to weigh in when they see that kind of action, if it's in excess of the cost of inflation.
I'll be watching.
Now, last month on this program, Governor, you said it was essential to get that reform, that Act 1 referendum reform passed along with or before the budget. Right. I want to give you credit because that was the last act of the legislature before they left for their summer vacation.
You think I'm stubborn enough?
They passed your bill, and you said it was a compromise. There are those right. exceptions that still remain. Is that the last bite at the apple? Are you happy with what we have now? Is there more to do in the future?
Well, I would think we need to take a look at this and see how it's working. If legislatures in the future are willing to reduce those exceptions, I think, would I sign something to reduce the exception? Sure. But let's take that loaf, that half a loaf that we have right now, and see how it's working.